For coming to this inaugural meeting of the new school board. I'd like to welcome you all here and call the meeting to order. First, I'd like to acknowledge that we are privileged to meet on the Stolo unceded traditional territory of the Chilliwack, Palaalt, and Samoth. And to start off the meeting, I'd like to announce the results of the trustee election. And congratulations to Karen Bondar, Heather Maas, Richard Prosey, Willow Rieschelt, rhymes with Seashelt, Margaret Reed, David Swanky, and Terry Westaby. Congratulations to you all on the election. So I can confirm that all elected trustees are present here today and will now take their oath of office. I'd ask outgoing or former vice chair of the board, Trustee Rieschelt, to lead the trustees in this oath of office.
So what we're going to do for the public is the Secretary Treasurer's mic is on, so they'll be able to sort of hear us muttering along. So I'm going to start when after I say I, we'll all say our names, then just try to follow along. It'll be a bit cacophonous, but that's okay. We're all going to read it together. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. I, Willow Rieschelt, do solemnly affirm that I am qualified to hold office as a trustee in School District Number 33, Chilliwack, and meet the trustee qualification requirements set out in the School Act. I have not, by myself or any other person, knowingly contravened the School Act respecting vote buying, intimidation, or other election offenses in relation to my election as a trustee. I will abide by the School Act, and I will faithfully perform the duties of my office, and will not allow any private interest to influence my conduct in public matters. I will comply with the requirements of the School Act that relate to conflict of interest, and in particular, I will comply with the requirements relating to disclosure of pecuniary and indirect pecuniary interest in a matter.
Thank you. If you could all sign your oath of office and pass them down to Lena McAnally. Okay. Okay, all done. We will now call for nominations for the position of board chair.
I'd like to nominate Willow Rieschelt for the position of board chair.
Do you accept the nomination? Do you accept the nomination, Trustee Rieschelt?
Yes, I do.
I'll call for a second time for nominations for the position of board chair. Trustee Moss?
I'd like to nominate David Swanky.
Trustee Swanky, do you accept the nomination?
Yes, thank you.
And for a third and final time, I call for nominations for the position of board chair. Seeing none, we will call the nominations closed. And do either of the two nominated trustees like to speak to the board? Trustee Rieschelt.
Thank you for the nomination. I'm hoping to earn your vote to chair this new board in our first year. I know that each member of this board brings unique skills and experience to the table, and if elected chair, I'll make sure each trustee is treated fairly and feels empowered to contribute their ideas and participate fully. There are several reasons why I feel like I'm a good fit to get this new board started off well. Having been the chair and then vice chair over the past 2 years, I know I have a clear understanding of the overall plan for this year. Taking on the chair role this year will allow a smooth transition while our 3 new trustees get settled into their positions. I've demonstrated my ability to run meetings, even quite contentious ones, well, giving everyone a chance to have input and slowing things down when necessary to make sure that the matter on the table is clearly understood. I'm the only trustee who has experience as a student, staff member, and parent in this district. This gives me a unique perspective and makes me a valuable presence at CVC meetings. I have a proven track record of putting my work in the district first, attending every meeting, and rearranging my personal and work life whenever necessary to accommodate board duties. I'm passionate about public education and fully committed to making SD 33 the best it can be. I've consistently shown that I uphold the district values, and I'm a booster for all the amazing work being done in our district. I hope to receive your support tonight, and I look forward to working with you all over the next 4 years. Thanks.
Thank you, Trustee Richel. Trustee Swanky.
Thank you. I'm excited for the opportunity of a new term and look forward to working with each of you. I appreciate having the 2 minutes to speak to our path forward with a good heart and a good mind. Establishing and renewing trust in how we conduct the work of the board will be a challenge in the year ahead. The chair's unique role supporting respectful interactions and working both within policy and the rules of order to support decorum in our meetings. This is a challenge I'm prepared to take on. Whether it is the work of the board upholding and furthering our commitment to core values such as inclusion, equity, and kindness, or follow through on the specific priorities laid out in our strategic plan, such as the work of reconciliation and decolonization, anti-racism, or addressing unconscious bias, there will be hard discussions ahead. The chair operates both as one of 7 voting members and as the individual tasked with running the meeting. Wearing those 2 hats is a role I'm ready to serve. The chair is also a position that reaches beyond the 7 of us. It impacts the community we serve and the partners we are committed to working alongside. Many of those partners expressed concern about the function of this board over the last term, and part of that work of this board is to support a renewal of that trust. I've connected with several of those partners to garner their perspective on attributes of leadership they believe will help support the good function of the board, and that's a perspective that I would hope inform my own approach to the role. Finally, I do want to touch base on policies, bylaws, and the rules of order. As is often pointed out, these are materials I'm comfortable with and work with often. Perhaps more important than the rules is just the supporting of good norms and common sense before the rules are even required. As Robert's Rules of Order states in Section 47, any presiding officer will do well to bear in mind that no rules can take the place of tact and of common sense on the part of the chair. So with that, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your consideration, taking the time to listen to me, and I hope to have your support in the year ahead.
Thank you, Trustee Swanky. We will now conduct the voting. Counting 5 ballots always challenges my mathematical skills, but I would like to announce that Willow Richel has received the majority of the votes and declare her the board chair. So.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I recommend staying. Yeah, thanks. Is this still on? Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your confidence in me, trustees, and I look forward to a really great new term on this board. Really looking forward to the year ahead and for the whole term. So now that we've done the board chair election, we're now moving on to election of board vice chair. So this is the first call for nominations for board vice chair. Margaret.
I would like to nominate Karen Bondar for the role of vice chair.
Second call for nominations for vice chair. Trustee Mons?
I'd like to nominate David Swanky.
Sorry, just a.
Oh, sorry, I forgot, sorry. Trustee Bondar, first of all, do you accept your nomination?
I do.
And Trustee Swanky, do you accept your nomination?
Respectfully decline.
Okay. A third call for nominations? All right, seeing none, Trustee Bondar is acclaimed as vice chair. Congratulations, Trustee Bondar. Moving on to election of BCPC provincial councillor. Do I have a nomination for BCPC provincial councillor? BCPC. Margaret. Trustee, sorry, I should be saying it properly. Trustee Reed.
Yes, I would like to nominate Terry Westerby for BCPC.
Trustee Westerby, do you accept your nomination?
I do.
Second call for nominations for BCPC provincial councillor. Third call for BCPC provincial councillor nomination. Seeing none, Terry Westerby is acclaimed as BCPC provincial councillor. Now we need, congratulations, Trustee Westerby. So now we need a nomination for provincial council, BCPC provincial councillor alternate, please. Anyone nominating for, oh, sorry, Trustee Westerby.
I'm nominating Trustee Bondar for alternate.
Trustee Bondar, do you accept your
I do.
nomination for alternate? Second call for provincial councillor, BCPC provincial councillor alternate nominations. And third call for BCPC provincial councillor alternate. Seeing none, Trustee Bondar, you are acclaimed to the position of BCPC provincial councillor alternate. Congratulations. And moving on to election of BCSTA provincial councillor. Can I get a nomination for BCSTA provincial councillor, please? Trustee Westerby.
I nominate Trustee Reed.
Trustee Reed, do you accept your nomination? Second call for BCSTA provincial councillor nominations. Third call for BCSTA provincial councillor nominations. Seeing none, Trustee Reed, you are acclaimed to the position of BCSTA provincial councillor. And then the last position is BCSTA provincial councillor alternate. Do I have a nomination for BCSTA provincial councillor alternate? Trustee Reed.
Yes, I'd like to nominate David Swanky for BCSTA alternate. Sorry, I lost my acronym.
Trustee Swanky, do you accept your nomination for provincial council, BCSTA provincial council alternate? Thank you very much. Do we have a second nomination for BCSTA provincial council alternate? Third call for BCSTA provincial councillor alternate. Seeing none, Trustee Swanky, you are acclaimed to the position of BCSTA provincial councillor alternate. Congratulations. That concludes the board elections. So we just need a motion to destroy the ballots, please. Moved by Trustee Swanky, seconded by Trustee Bondar. All those in favor of destroying the ballots? That's unanimous. Thank you, trustees. And that is the conclusion of this inaugural meeting of the board. So thank you very much. This meeting is adjourned.